Don here. Um, Today I wanted to talk about a few things. But the main thing I talk about is I officially had my car for a year, my 335i, and I have put 20,000 miles on it. So today I want to talk about my reliability and how things like maintenance costs and how things has been going with me. Now currently I got the car a year ago, back in like around my birthday, about a year ago. It had 73,000 miles on it. As I told before, when I first bought it, I had service records stacked up, like everything was done, high pressure fuel. Now currently I got the car a year ago, back in like around my birthday, about a year ago. It had 73,000 miles on it. As I told before, when I first bought it, I had service records stacked up, like everything was done. High pressure fuel pump was just done, the water pump was just done. Valve cover gaskets was done probably about 30,000 miles before I bought the car. So yeah, like pretty much all the problematic things, even the oil filter housing gasket was replaced. So all the problematic things that could possibly go out were already replaced. Now currently I'm sitting at 93,000 now with 20,000 miles on the car. Bro, I love the car, driving a lot, so this is my daily. Maintenance cost, only thing I have done was first thing I did was when I first bought the car was actually I didn't do anything for the first 7,000 miles. Just changed the first thing I did was change the oil, of course. It was on that stupid 15,000 mile OCI, which I hated. As soon as I got the car, I ended up changing the oil. As soon as I got it, put Castrol European blend in it. It was okay. Well, I didn't really like it, but ran it for 7,000. So when I got to 80,000 is when I was like, it's time to start doing maintenance things. So when I got to 80, changed the plugs. I changed the plugs. Right after that, I got the walnut glass done, which was really neat. It was really dirty. I actually found it was done at 40. That's why I say with this car I recommend every 40,000 miles get the walnut glass done. So yeah, after that I went into tuning and I went and ran MHD stage 1. But then after I found out that that's another thing you need to do, because when I went and got my walnut glass done, he took off my charge pipe, and so I had the long crack on it. So I had to get that replaced. So replace the charge pipe with one of the little cheap eBay charge pipes. Then after that, then after that I got the modding bug, and I ended up I like stage 1. Stage 1 made a massive difference from stock. I was running stock for like 6 months. I thought stock was good enough, but I felt like once you got over 60 miles an hour, it felt like it was kind of falling on its face. It felt like it wasn't flat. I went stage 1. Stage 1 just made a world of difference. Like it was just flat through the whole curve. It just pulls past 80. It's pulling. Then it really just incited me to go, you know what, I'm ready to go catless. I just read now how catless preserves the life of it. Not only does it make this turbo spool better, also it gives them less restriction. It gives them actually more life. And I don't really boost my car like that. I'll probably get on it probably once or twice a week. So it's like really just for the most part, my daily. So after I went, so like 2 months after I got the walnut glass, I just went catless. I found some catless ARM. I saw some ARM catless downpipes on eBay. I got them, scooped them for $91. Got them put on by Brian and EP3 Motorsports in St. Charles. Really good guy. Put them on. Got them on in 2 hours, and that's when I really fell in love with the car. Then this downpipes was the best mod that you can do. Even if you're going to say stock, get it done. It's just for the sound alone that it makes. You can hear your turbo spool better. The sound it makes when it gets over 4,000 RPM, especially if you got the M Performance exhaust or any type of exhaust system, it makes a world of difference. Just getting that alone was just one of the best mods I did. After that, I went catless. I ran stage 2, and it just, I hate to say it, after that it just made it too fast. I know people be laughing when I say it was too damn fast. So I ended up I only ran stage 2 for probably a 200 miles. Then I just said, you know what, it's too much. Went back to stage 1. And ever since then I ran stage 1 and just kept it on stage 1 because I just felt that it was just the perfect amount of power for me. It didn't feel like I needed anything more than that. But yeah, back on the maintenance, like problems that I've had, I noticed right after I went catless, I was smoking. Like it was a normal thing smoking on D-cell. I know they either say I might need a catch can. I haven't tried a catch can yet, which I really need to get one. But they also has the turbo seals, which is probably, it has 90,000 miles on it, over 90,000. So, you know, it's probably a main thing that could be going wrong. But one thing I did notice, I switched my oil over from, I ran I was running, when I went catless, I was running BMW's twin power turbo oil. And I noticed when I got like the 4,000, when I got to about 4,000 miles on the oil, it was really smoking. And every time I would start the car and let it sit for about an hour and stop, it would just blow smoke out the back. I was starting to freak out. So I ended up switching to Rotella T6. People call it Brotella, another word. I went to Rotella. Rotella made, so when I went Rotella, I had no more smoking. I put 2,700 miles on the Rotella, and even now I probably only burn, like at first I was burning like a quart every 2,000. Now the Rotella is like, I'm at 2,700, 3,000 now. I'm just now getting to that quart low. So it's better oil. I don't smoke a lot. I like, even now, like if I was on the other oil, I had my car sitting for like an hour after I leave work, it would just plume smoke out the back when I hit the brakes. Now it's like I probably get it once or twice a week now. So switching to Rotella made a big difference in the way, even the way the car runs and everything. It just feels more, I don't know, it's like a placebo effect probably, but it does feel more smoother. Other problems I've noticed, I did get a 30 FE code once pop up, you know, half engine. Like, of course, as anybody, you freak out, immediately grab the cable and check. It was 30 FE. I don't know how, it was an overboost, and so I have a blow-off valve, so I ended up putting a looser spring into it, had a really thick 20 psi spring in it from just one of them. I know I need to change that blow-off valve. Gee. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. It was the I was driving to St. Louis, and I did a couple pulls. And after doing a few pulls, my check engine light popped on. I really freaked out then. I'm like, oh no, check engine light. I was like, So I again grabbed my cable. It was a 2C31 code, which was like an O2 sensor code. So I think that because I'm getting over 90, I know I'm expecting at 100,000 to spec O2 sensors are going to be needed. Definitely coils. I've noticed my idle is starting to get a little rough too. I've noticed probably coils I needed soon. Injectors, I have the warranty to 120,000 miles, so I'm pretty much covered on that. But yeah, like I said, other than that, I have not had any, in the 20,000 miles I've owned the car, I have not had any major issues. One thing, like, a lot of people like that buy these cars, I know they're hit or miss. You know, you either go get a good one or you go get a bad one. You know, it's just how it is with these cars. It's one thing, just be prepared. You know, be prepared to do things yourself if you need to, and you know, don't go to the dealer for everything. I know guys that went to the dealer, got work done. One guy spent $1,100 on his walnut glass. I'm like, dude, like why? You know, find a shop that does it. You don't have to go to the dealer every time. You know, and learn to get you a wrench and do stuff yourself. You know? But like I say, you just gotta be prepared with this car. You know? It's not. I'm not. By all means, I'm not saying this car is the most reliable car you can buy. It's not. It's not an Acura. It's not a Honda. It's not a Toyota. But if you're proactive on maintenance and stuff, the car can last you for a long time without breaking the bank too much. Just be prepared for things like the water pump. Well, water pump is guaranteed to go out at 60,000 miles. Be prepared for that. Have a fund rate. You know you gotta spend $600 for the parts. Be prepared. Turbos. It's like what Brian told me. He told my mechanic Brian told me. Turbos on these cars are like an e-cigarette. The more you use it, the more it's like it just all depends on how you use it. If you don't use them like that, like me, I barely boost my turbo, like barely. But yeah, there's guys that had stock turbos that have 190,000 miles in their cars. Then again, the guys that beat the shit out their cars, they probably only last to about 60,000 and they shit, or until whatever. So it just all depends. Like if you bashing on this car, if you tuning like me, I'm not going no higher than probably no higher than 16,000 boost. I don't see a point. I would rather put that money into to an LSD. So it's just really like no point in me going no higher than 400 horsepower. I just don't want that. I can't even use it half the time. So yeah, so it just all depends on what you want to do with the car. If you plan on being a horsepower freak and just blasting everything, then by all means be prepared for some maintenance up the road. This thing, man. So yeah. Other than that, like I said, no major issues. 20,000 miles on the car, still riding, still running strong. So this is like a good review for me. So I would definitely say, if you're in the market for one of these or have one, check out my guide. I have a guide posted on E90 Posts all over Facebook. Check it out, just to have things prepared for you. So yeah. So this concludes my review, and it's Stein here checking out.